West Virginia. WTRF proudly presents Ohio Valley Tonite with Nathan Marshall. Tonight's guest, T.C. Davis.
Welcome to another edition of Ohio Valley Tonite, and tonight we're joined by the frontman of Western Pennsylvania's own band, the Sparrows, T.C. Davis. Thank you for coming in.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. Now, T.C., from what I know about a sparrow is usually falls into a category that covers a range of mostly drab brown birds, which doesn't sound very attractive when you hear it. How did your band, the Sparrows, garnish this name, and explain why your music doesn't match this drab definition?
Our name came from just watching one winter after several name changes, one of them being the weight.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very good.
No, it stuck for way too long. But
usually weight does stick too long. That's a problem.
True, yeah, you can never get rid of it. I was watching these birds in the wintertime around a bird feeder, and there was blue jays and all these bigger birds, stuff like that. And I watched one little sparrow, this hardy little sparrow, kind of guard his position and he stuck it out. You know what I mean? It kind of just stuck in my head. It's an exciting sound.
Yeah.
It definitely doesn't fit the drab brown bird.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Yeah, and even though the sparrow is kind of an ugly bird,
yes,
but it does make beautiful music.
Yeah, it does. It does make great music.
Another night in the trenches, another day under your belt. You're swimming in your illusions, trying to hold on to what you felt. As if by memory you can resurrect your past. But there ain't no easy answers, no matter if you're first or last.
Well, the musical genre that the Sparrows best fits in is a genre called Americana, and
right.
I'm not sure if the audience is completely familiar with that, which we'll talk about in a second, but your band even went as far into the Americana genre as helping to start a company called the Americana Rock Company, and it's a movement that prides itself in the dedication to performance, promotion, and management in an effort to honor Americana music.
Right.
How exactly do you yourself define Americana music, and why do the Sparrows feel it's essential to start the Americana Rock Company?
A while back, we started doing shows with a friend of mine, Jordan Robb, he's from Pennsylvania, and then two artists, Robbie J. Band and Katie Ann Timko from Ohio.
Well, thank God the Robbie J. Band found Robbie J, because that would be tragic.
They were looking for a long time.
Went through Ted, John.
Thankfully, they found a guy.
They found Robbie J. Good for them.
The movement is just, it's kind of like a collaborative effort from four different bands, two from PA and two from Ohio, that all similar style, Americana, which is that organic music. You're not going to hear any kind of techno beats, or you're not going to see any electronic keyboards, anything like that. You're likely to see a stand-up bass or a banjo.
Yeah, so no one's going to come to your concerts and bring out the glow sticks.
Right, if they're welcome to.
I went to a Sparrows concert and a rave broke out. It was insane.
Yeah, that's it.
Throwing glow sticks around.
Rave till dawn at the Sparrows show.
That would just be a little bit
awkward.
There's a prince up on the mountain, selling flowers and champagne. There's a pauper in the streetlight, and he's offering a serenade.
Well, some Americana musicians include Neil Young, people are familiar with him, the Avett brothers, who are great friends of the show, Jim Avett, their father, we love him to death, he's a great guy, and a very popular band right now, Mumford & Sons. You turn the dial to the pop station, you don't hear rap all the time, now you hear Americana music, which is really cool. Where do you see the Sparrows and yourself down the road? Are you on the level with the Avetts, Mumford & Sons, Neil Young, or are you someplace different? And when will you feel that you've reached that level of success that you're happy with?
I would love to hear us and see us succeed, even on an independent level as the Avetts or Mumford & Sons even. Not so much for the notoriety or fame part of it, just to keep doing what we love to do. Yeah. And that's success to me, keeping on the same path, doing what you do, not changing to fit any certain mold, and we still have a nice big fan base and people love our stuff, so I guess that's success on that level. Would I like to have the next level? Sure.
Yeah.
You know, it helps us to just do what we love to do a little easier.
Yeah, and that's the great thing about music. I mean, you can be playing at Joe's All-You-Can-Eat Donkey Palace or something like that, and you still love music.
Exactly.
I don't know why you're playing there, but if you are, I mean, you still can be happy, and that's a good thing.
That's right.
And seeing your smile that music brings to your face even, I mean,
Sure.
it shows you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes all we got is a star-crossed love. It might be something you're chasing, it might be someone you want. Like a dream unfolding, so you can see through the fog. Sometimes all we got is a star-crossed love.
Well, it's no surprise that with the invention of iTunes and YouTube that there's tons of music out there, and the listener can listen to every kind of music. And if you're a good musician, you're out there. And, you know, that's how we discovered you. We were just listening to you on the internet, which is an interesting thing. And one of our juniors, Sarah Young, has a question about separating yourself from the rest of the pack, and here it is.
With so much music out there today, how can or do the Sparrows separate themselves from the rest of the music out there?
And that's a good question because, like I said, there's tons of music out there. You know, how do you separate yourself?
It's hard, especially nowadays. Used to be we were just separate because we played a style of music that nobody wanted to hear.
Yeah.
Nowadays, to stand out from the pack, I think you got to do something different. Like I spoke to you before about, you know, lyrics are a big thing. We're a storytelling band.
Yeah.
Our lyrics are all real stories. Whether I've sat down and listened to somebody at a bar or a club and turned that story into a song, or if it's our personal stories. Mm-hmm. I write, and it sounds selfish, I write for me, for the band, and we please ourselves. And most of the time now it does affect the crowd that way. But if it doesn't nowadays, I know I'm still serving myself and being true to my art. And I think that's a good way to stand out from the pack.
Yeah, it's better than wrapping yourself in rattlesnakes and then jumping in a pool of sharks.
Sure, yeah.
That's a little bit difficult to play, but it'll be way better for your health too.
Sometimes all we get is a star-crossed love. Sometimes all we got is a star-crossed love.
Well, again, I want to thank my guest today, which has been T.C. Davis of the Sparrows, and you can listen to their music by visiting
www.thesparrows.us. You can buy all this stuff there, CDs, whatever, and iTunes and CD Baby.
Awesome. And for Ohio Valley Tonight, this has been Nathan Marshall.
Silence, that's wrong words.